So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Amy, and today I'll be teaching you how to make alfajores. Alfajores is a Peruvian dessert, and also heard that it's made in Argentina and other countries in South America. It is very dry, so when you are eating it, make sure you have something to drink at the same time, and you're with somebody because there are chances you will choke. You will choke. Sorry. I'm choking right now too. So even though it's a Peruvian dessert, it's easy to find ingredients in your normal supermarket or even the 99-cent store if you want to go a little bit cheap. They're usually around $6 on an average in a restaurant for like $5 or $6 or $10 for $10. So it is a bit pricey. So when I made this, I spent maybe less than $10, which I'll give a description of how much I spent, but it is easy to make and cheap to make it. But if you go to a restaurant and you have it on the like a fancy Peruvian restaurant or even like on a fancy Argentinian restaurant in America, it is a little expensive. So if you ever had it and you liked it and you want to make it at home, this will be a great tutorial. In a bigger bowl, I added the 2 butter bars and the 3/4 cups of powdered sugar, which I mixed for about a minute. Then I added the 4 yolks and a complete egg. I would recommend using a wooden stick or a spoon for this part since it gets hard to work with the whisk. Then you could add the shredded lemon as well as the pinch of salt and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And with the strainer, add the 2/3 cups of a cornstarch as well as 2 tablespoons of baking powder and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Also, the 2 cups of strained flour will be going on this mixture. Alright, so after mixing for some time with the whisk, I use my Ziploc bag, or you can use a plastic bag in which you can store your batter in the fridge for 30 minutes. It is alright to go a little bit over 5 minutes or so. Just make sure that when you rip it apart, you can tell that it's a solid batter. Now you could grab your rolling pin and a little bit of flour and put it down on your table so that you can protect it, the batter and the table. Now I stretched it out for until I saw like a thin layer, and I used my circular shape of a container's top, and the diameter of the size do matter because it's a traditional dessert, so I would say 2 inches in diameter or maybe a 5 centimeter. So when you're done cutting, you start warming up your oven at 380 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. You need to add your alfajores on the baking trays. Now you put it inside the oven for 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes. Mine were done in 12 minutes, so I was constantly there in the oven making sure that it was done. Make sure it does not get burned because they are easily prone to burning. I ended up making 45 alfajores, which are around 90 circular shapes. To put them together, I used the caramel spread around a tablespoon per each alfajor, and to decorate it, I used powdered sugar. Now, I made a Peruvian flag decoration later on, which is the latest part, but that's definitely optional. You could do whatever flag you want, if you want Argentina or Chile. I'm pretty sure they get a little bit harder, but you could try them around. So thank you. I put the powdered sugar, so I'm just gonna dip it here. Okay, and then flatten it out, make sure it's all... I should have just the metal shredder, so I mean the metal mesh, but right. So stiff. Alright, and then I just grab one. So like just grab this one. This has the nicer side. And then just smack it down, 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 smack it down. And then after the smack down, just go over a little bit. And some people just eat it like this already. But they will do it both sides. But because I'm doing decoration on one side, I choose to do it here. And then where make space here, and I put just condensed milk in one of this helper pipettes, and I'll do a straight line. Straight line's pretty easy and self-explanatory. And that's the reason why I don't put a lot of the brown dense milk, because this is going to make it just as sweet. So let's pull it up. And then I use a rinse sprinkler, and I just dip on top of it. Alright, and then clean it up by looking that way. Ta-da! This is a Peruvian flag. So since it's done, I could put it on this tray right here. That's it.